God bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother! Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Gata, ne jucăm cu țăranul din Băpteni. Ce faceți, băi? Hai că azi încercăm un jocuri noi. Ia, ce vreau ăsta? Ce m-a întrebat femeia? Ce am făcut azi noapte? Asta. Am vorbit.
Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world and, well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Da.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Al dracu bețiv, gen?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
Ah, are și
No, I
prieteni.
haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Adevărat.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca.
Are!
Bianca's tavern? And who's there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Yeah, of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Okay, do you need help?
You need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Gata, frate. Merge jocul cam prost. Mă, ce? Faci și noi așa? Mergi mai bine? Nu, merge la fel. Mâncăm de aici? Sau luăm astea? Ciurdi brânza. Mai e ceva pe aici? Tu ciurdi și Merily? Da, tată, ciurditor! Și nu mai ziceți la nimeni. A, bă, te miști și tu. Ești de-mi pun câte căcaturi, ești proști? Hehe. Ulu. Letrin sub ce? Nu știu ce e aia. Supă de latrină. Aici ce e? Da, tată. De acolo. A, mă! Am venit să te ciordesc. Iată. Da. Fur la mere. Nu știu ce fac cu merele, le fur. Tot fur. Mai e ceva pe aici? După de la Trino? Carotul. Ok. Ok, bro. Așa. Știu că pe aici pe undeva mi-a arătat și mi-e foame. Unde mi-e foame? Energy? Nourish. Ăsta. Și ăsta mi se pare că îmi dă 25. Nourish. Da. Bun, nu mai murim de foame. În asta te speli? Și eu, că eu m-am mai jucat jocuri. Dar vă arăt și vouă, să vedeți și voi cum se joacă jocuri. Bă, femeie, vorbește cu ea.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Ok, bro. Ce avem noi pe aici? Bă, pe scurt, jocul ăsta e simulator de țăran. Și eu sunt un țăran până 1400 în Ungaria, să zic așa. Așa că dacă ne luăm bătaie, stați liniștiți, e unguri, e ok. Și dacă dăm bătaie la alții, stați liniștiți, sunt unguri. Așa. Deci... Ce trebuie să fac? Zicea că să cumpăr de... Nu, mai întâi să mă duc la... Ăsta? Parcă? Ce D? A, că m-a spus mai devreme că a vorbit ăla și m-a pus să aleg dintre 3 alea. Coroana aia roșie e mândria lui... Cum să zic? Da, mândria lui Henry, nu știu. Are el o mândrie, reputație, de lord, ceva, nu știu, mizerie. Prima cu gura era speech, gen un fel de carismă. Și ultima e gen cât de bătăios e el. Tu cine ești, mă? Matthew? Adam. Și Eva? Treaba e că noi putem să facem o groază de căcaturi pe aici. Noi trebuie să mai iau la bătaie cu ăsta. Și după să vin la băiatul ăsta să iau niște cărbune. După aia să mă duc la tanti Bianca să iau niște... Ah, stai că e băiatul aici. Să iau berea de la tavernă. Trebuie să mă duc să iau garda. Garda fiind la băieții ăștia doi aici. Dacă lui era lene să plece de aici până aici. Adevărat. Cine vorbesc, bă, și eu?
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Hehehe, lăsați. Așa. Hai să mă duc. Bă, dar aș putea cumva să fur cărbunele ăla. Treaba e că eu nu știu câți bani am la mine. Bani. N-am deloc bani. Nelsfor Teresa. Ok. Unde e Nelsfor Teresa? Tu ce vrei, mă? Tu nu vrei nimic.
Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Hell,
Ce faci?
have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Da.
Yes?
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Unde te duci, mă? Trebuie să o caut pe Teresa. Tu ești Teresa? Nu. Tu ești Teresa? Hai fi tu Teresa. Nu, du-te dracu. Faci așa urât. Tu ești Teresa? Fă! Dați aici la muie cu picamărul. Vino cu a. Să-l o schemă. Tereso? A, e un villager. Nu e Teresa. Cum arată, bă, Teresa? Tu ești Teresa. Bă, urâte sunteți, bă, să mor eu. Tu ești Teresa. Nu. Ia uși ce urlă ăștia. O, bă, ce aveți? Ați mâncat stricat. Unde e, bă, Teresa? Așa, hai să continuăm cu explicatul. Acolo jos am 2 bări momentan și a treia de lângă aia roșie din stânga e stamina calului, când o să avem cal. Aia roșie e viața și aia altă galbenă e stamina mea. Hehe. Hehe. Ce dracu? Treaba e că noi avem niște skill-uri. Aici, astea sunt multe dintre skill-uri. Uite mă, asta e carisma. Deci asta e carisma și asta e speech. Ok, nu știu. Așa, și strength-ul e gen ăla cu bătaia. Am așa, am combat pentru fiecare armă, pentru fără de armă și pentru bătălie, nu știu cum dracu se numește asta, și pentru defense. Apărare. Avem alchimie, avem bețivan ordinar ce e herbalist, pe ăsta când culegi flori de pe jos, ăsta când mergi pe cal, ăsta ai nevoie de câine și mi se pare că ca să ai câine trebuie să cumperi un DLC, eu n-am DLC-ul, nu știu. Hunting ăsta când vânezi, lockpicking, așa, maintenance, ăsta e gen când îți repari tu armele și cu armurile. Aici sunt sloturile de arme, de armuri. Pickpocketing, că pe ăsta poți să furi de la oameni, să citești și să fii stealth. Și aici poți să avem niște buff-uri, aici avem reputația și statistici. Pe noi ne interesează așa, main level și pot să-mi aleg de aici o chestie. Astea sunt skill-uri. Și poți să faci și la toate și gen, fiecare are câte ceva. Momentan nu o să pun nimic în chestia asta. Dar eu am ales speech pentru că ăsta să face cel mai greu și până la să termin jocul nu cred că o să fac level 20. Level 20 maxim. Așa că continuând să... Uite, asta e cum dracu se mai numește, mă? Nithal ăsta. Și poți să o culegi de pe jos și faci level. Eu aș putea să stau pe aici până să rănismea asta, să stau, să fac level, să mă omor cu toți băieții. Dar în ciuda faptului că mă joc să pun pe YouTube, o să dăm speedrun și o să fac eu chestia AFK. Dacă vă place jocul, dați și voi un like, dați și voi un subscribe, dați un comment, spuneți-mi și mie dacă vă place sau nu. Să continuăm o serie, pentru că seria este destul de drăguță și mie chiar îmi place jocul ăsta.
So, can we get started?
Da, tat.
We can.
Aici băiatul ăsta o să ne arate să ne batem cu
The
sabia.
last time we'll be seeing each other. You can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Bă, unul scoți sabia. Și dacă mă uit în pământ îmi scad toate... Bă, ce dracu se întâmplă, bă? Că mai devreme am testat și mergea bine jocul ăsta. Mă fut în morții tăi. Du-te dracu cu texturile tale. Na. Ok. Ce vrei tu? Ad. Uite, Ana. Ad. Ca să fug? De ce dai, bă, futute? Bă, de ce dai?
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere.
Astea sunt stensurile fiecare chestie și dacă dau click dreapta, gen împunge cumva. Uite, ne arată. Ăsta e de sus, ăsta dai din dreapta, ăsta dai din dreapta, da de jos, ăsta dai din stânga, da de jos și ăsta dai din stânga.
The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Ei, și acum cu click dreapta îl înjunghem și se pune punctul ăla de jumate. Și ăsta e alt stance.
Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Se referă că gen să dau așa, să dau așa în continuu. Stai că am rămas o oră de stamină. Da, și uite, acolo în stânga vieții ai viața oponentului când ești în combat. Că l-am nimerit pe fraier.
That's enough.
Sermona.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember, though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Da, ce-i drept. Treaba e că suntem într-o perioadă în care dacă știai să te bați cu sabia, erai destul de șmecher. Așa. Ce e? Aici e Bianca, nu vreau să mă duc la Bianca. Și ăsta e ăsta. Să mă duc la ce? Mă duc să vorbesc cu băiatul ăsta. Să spun că, bă, bulangiule, tu să dai ban. Bă, bulangiule, să dai ban.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Bă, nu mai vorbește urât.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off. Who's is dear these days?
Eu acum am citit treaba asta, nu știam treaba asta, că a făcut cineva asta.
No wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing. So leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
Bă, ăsta e ăla, toporul. Și pot să îl fur. Și mai era ceva pe aici, parcă. Nu, era în casă la el. Nu mai știu cum dracu trebuia să fac. Să mă învețe unul să-mi dea lockpick. Ca să pot să sparg pe aici niște chestii. Niște cufere. Cred că vorbesc cu ăștia aici. Opa, ce-a făcut?
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts, traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get
Da,
ale for
tată.
father and a few other
Lasă-mă că facem mai încolo.
We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
I'll do it, but I need some your help in return. Da, tată!
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
All right. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Cred că mi-am dat seama de ce merge prost. Unde ești, mă? Tu, off. Yes. Mulțumesc. Gata? Mergi mai bine? Am 102 de frame-uri și eu mă plâng de frame-uri. Hai bă, hai repede. Shhh, shhh, shhh. Shhh. Haide! Găină! Double kill! Bă, firiar mă, ta dracu, te cheamă Ionuț la librărie. Trebuie să vorbesc cu băieții. Ia, hai mă.
So are we doing this or not?
Yes, you do it.
We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Dă pula să mă treci strada, nu știu.
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Because you're a clever one. Puti în gură de prost. Semna.
What do you want, lad?
Da.
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Ia ce aleargă, baba. Gata, bă, băieți. Ia. Haide. Hai, da, faci ceva. Tu, prostule. Reputație los. Dă-mi pula mea de reputație. Coaie, bagi mâna în căcat.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
King and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Prelinge căcatul.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund. Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Cine-s mă ăștia?
Can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about
Asta e
that traitor
fisul.
Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Mai, a dat cu căcat în cap.
Fucker!
Ce
I'll make
prost
you pay
ești.
for that.
Da la pule! Da la pule de bandit! Ma, scartoafă îți dau. Oh, ce pumn în gură, bă! Iar mă, dau în al meu. Stai mă că eu nu știu să mă apăr. Pe Q parcă? Unul l-am pus la pământ. Bam! 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 Te bă, dracu! Ce? Ce zici, mă, fraiere? Băga mea și pula în toată măta. Fă-te în gură. Fugi, bă! Fugi, bă! Că dă ăștia cu mine în ei. Fast travel point?
How are you, Henry?
Mine, tu? M-am luat la bătaie cu copiii aia. Cea mai bună gardă. Nu-i așa, friț? Ha? Vezi că ai ceva pe tine, gen. Ți-ai cam luat bătaie să mor? Du-te dracu de vacă, băga mea aici. Sau mai alergăm mult? A? Run for the chapole. With your friends. Meet the lads at... și mergem la băiatul ăla. Hai să mergem la băiatul acela. Momentan n-am făcut niciun obiectiv. A, B, C. B, C? Haide, bă, băieți. E o chestie, că poți să-l omori pe ăsta cumva. Când dacă te pui așa, crouch și fi în spatele lui, o să dai pe fâș și să-i dai knockout. Și iei tot de pe el. Să te bați cu ăștia pe aici. O să furi arcul, să faci level larg aici. Păi da. Ha, mai bine ea. Da, aici e punctul de interes. Unde e, mă, prostul ăla? Mă spăl și eu. Ah, uite eu.
Damn. Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
Ce bătaie, v-ați luat fătul în gură.
Bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Păi și? Hai să batem pe muia ăla.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Ore! Hai fiți armăta, dracu, vină cu Ana.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Dă-mi furacă. Ce s-a ferit al dracu. Dă-i, dă-i, dă-i. Dă-i pe el. Așa, băieți, hai, hai. Hai că-i dau și eu. Așa.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Păi și mi-a dat cheia, dar ce dracu se întâmplă aici? Eu că are el pe aici o de-asta. Iată, unde dracu e, mă? Uite. Și puteam să-i dau și lockpick. Dar nu am lockpick. Să mă duc la market să încerc să cumpăr lockpick, poate au ăia. Vreau să vă arăt și lockpick-ul, că până mai intrăm noi în lockpick. Tu ai lockpick?
Good health to
Da, mă, da. Nu, dar pot să-ți vând chestii? Nu pot să-ți vând chestii. Tu cumperi chestii? Tu ai chestii? N-ai nici tu chestii. Cumperi chestii? Uite că ăsta cumpăr. Câți bani ai? 91. Ok, vinde tot. Vinde și ăstea. Și ăsta. Doar o bănuți? Hai că... Ce nu folosim? Dă mai de... You get? Dă-bă înapoi ăstea, firea al dracu tu să fii. Dă și ăstea înapoi, una. Bă, ești prost? Așa scumpă e de asta? Vinde din ăstea? Băga mea și... Ar trebui să încep să citesc și eu chestii. Hai de mână. Perfect. Haggle? Dă-mi așa. Dar nu are, dă și mie lockpick. Asta e cu flori, cu alte alea. Ce dai, mă?
God be with you.
Da, mă, da. Asta e la fel. Chestii găsite pe jos. A, uite, mă, mai era asta. Raider!
Greetings.
Hai, bă, lockpick. Tot de dracu fac, bă, rost de lockpick. Ba picioarele. Da, hai. Ia-și-o, bă, tutule. Facem așa. Păi și dacă eu stau și vând astea pe aici, unde-și fă? Ia, cumpăr chestii? Ăsta-l cumpăr? Păi ce dracu, băi, doar 2 bănuți? A, dar asta are bănuți. Opa, așa, stai o secundă. Ia brânză, ia ceapă, ia tot. Saver snaps astea sunt bune. Da, tată. O să facem un haggle de ăsta. Ai. Deci facem și noi. Așa.
Agree?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little...
Așa?
Aye, that would do it.
Bine, am făcut bani. Am banii aia mulți. Hai să cumpărăm de aici niște alea.
How are you? See you later.
Dă-și mie 1. Parcă 1 am nevoie, nu? A, 10, ok. Vedem? 9. Altceva, ce mai am de făcut? Să luăm bere. Bemă și noi eu. Bere. Biancă! Faci mi-o muștuc?
God save my lovely.
My lovely, ia. Dau și o bucă.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Vrei să-ți dau și o labă.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Lăsați asta.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Haide!
Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
Mi-a dat și bani, mi-a dat și bere.
Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Bun. Ce mai am de făcut? Cam atâta. Să mergem la tăticu, să-i dăm cărpunul și să-i dăm garda, că vine lordul, să-i dăm sabia. Ciucu, ciucu, racatacu. Vreau să vorbesc cu mama ca să vedem un special dialog, că mi-am luat bătaie de la băieții aia. Și mă vede iar bătut. Să mă înjure un pic.
There you are, Henry. Father's been asking for you. I just hope you've done everything he told you to.
It's all taken care of, Mother. I'll go straight to him.
Ah. Nu mă bate? Ah, ok. Iarba verde de acasă, să mă rătăcesc pe lume, nu mă lasă.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Yeah.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house.
No.
He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Și asta e adevărat.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it.
Bă, am pur și tu mănuși.
Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Eu le aveam la mine că am furat de la ei mei. Deci nu trebuia să îi le dau atunci.
Nails you wanted?
Ia mă, femeie.
Thanks.
Uie.
So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Unde te uiți?
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Hai că...
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Ce aveți?
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Mr. Proper?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Ce dracu caută femeia în cârg? Stai mă, că am mai furat odată tot ce era acolo. Bă!
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Bă, dracu! Hai bă, femeie, nu știi să alergi? Ce al dracu de Mr. Proper, să vezi ce dau eu cu tine, curăț pe jos.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Trageți și voi cu arcul! Așa! Mă numesc indianul Talpăiute. Iar eu sunt gata de a fugi. Foarte cinematic jocul ăsta, îmi place. Fugi, bă! Bă, că nu vine nimeni. Mergem ușor așa. Fugi, bă, l-am văzut, e roșu. Bă! Obiectivul, fugi. Pe drum mai trebuie să mai facem ceva. Ai, dracu, obosiște pe mine. Cred că aici, la casa asta. Mai vine mă ăla după mine? Bă, eu m-aș fi bătut cu ei. Dacă fratele ar fi știut să bată cu sabia. Ce i-a zis, mă? Să vă dau la muie. Na. Păi, viitor curva, cum e te grăbesc iar. Puși, bă! Fraierilor. Dia, am zis! Puși, bă! Ne mușcă ăștia de cur. Ha! Trebuia să o ajutăm acolo pe Teresa, că mai încolo poate dăm și noi o brâncă. E cum zic. O ce-o trage pe aia de păr. Ia moghio roșie! Bă, muie! Dai la joale! Dați-aș pateu! Dar nu ardealul. De ce m-am oprit? Puși, bă! Mamă, stai că ăștia trage. Mi-am dat. De ce n-alergă ăsta repede? Aha. Schema ț. Schema din Berceni. M-a nimerit, mă? Du-te, bă, dracu, frer. Bă! Wow, o dracu nu ratează nimic ca el.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
De unde știi? Dreapta facem. Pe aici facem. Nughere de goni. Fraiere, dacă n-ai cal? Na. Ne. Lola, de ce nu-i face nimic și vine după mine? Bă, lăsați-mă! Alerg ca un dement. Mai am, bă, mult. Hai că se supără și calul. Oh, cheșcale că ăștia.
Flee to Talmberg.
Mai da de mine, lasă-mă pace. Pută-te în gură. Fii-mi-ar măta, fii-mi-ar scârbă de măta aia care te-a căcat. Eu acolo ca și cu limba aia ta spurcată. Uși, mă! Gata, m-au lăsat? Nu m-au lăsat. Mă, unde dracu e Tilbergul ăsta, că ți mor eu? Nu da? Nu da? Nu mai da? Nu mai da, am zis. A rămas stamina fără cal. Ce dracu spui, mă, acolo și? Chiurtă o școală, che. Îmi bag mici în chiurtă o școală cu tău. Mi-e și foame. Bă, dar am luat și eu cel mai prost cal. Aleargă și ăsta deloc. Ăla e? Gata.
Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Trageți, bă, cu Marcu! Dacă sunteți unguri, traduceți-i și mie ce zice ăștia.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Am picior în săgeată.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Câini.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
A, gata, nu mă mai doare piciorul? Poți și țar? Ah, bun.
Hey.
Uite, bă, dracu.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Da, tată. Unde mănânc și eu? Aici. A ta?
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Sărmâna.
Milady, you are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh. Something...
O să mai iau ceva de mâncare după aici? Iau tot, că am văzut... Ce boală ai, bă? Așa faceți, mă, voi de la foame? De că fur tot. Du tot. Nu, că vă învăț eu schema. Vă dau asta de mâncare aici și voi veni și mâncați direct din oală. E mai lejer. Și pe asta o păstrăm noi, o mâncăm mai mâine, mai... O să iau de aici? Ai, rob.
I hear you came from Scarlet's today.
Și am auzit că tu ești găleată.
How did it happen?
N-ai tu treabă. Ce mai faci? Astea-s de furată. Gata? Nu mai mănânc nimic? Mai e ceva mâncare pe afară? Nu mai e. Aie, nasol. Bă, ne băgăm la somn, salvăm și ne spunem la revedere. Bă, a zis să las-mi dau jos papuci. Cum fac? Gata. Și sleep. Iar noi ne auzim data viitoare. Îmi spuneți dacă vă place jocul sau dacă nu vă place. Să știu și eu ce dracu fac. Vă pupi. Ce dracu faci, fă? Ah.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers.
Asta vrea mânzul.
Awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Ce vrea, mă, femeia asta de la viața mea?
You might be right, my lady.
Ce dracu se întâmplă?
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror.
Yes, am făcut level în speech.
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
Mi aduce lipsă de pulă, bă.
Still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Păi de ce e mâncare? Bă, lasă bă mâncare.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Măcar a lăsat vinul.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back! Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Gata, gata, că vreau să închid și eu episodul. Nu mai, gata. Închidem aici. Dacă vreți să vedem ce se întâmplă cu blestemele din pizda măsii, vedem noi altă dată. Salvează, stai aici și salvează, n-auzi? Save, save, n-am save. Ba pula, folosim un șnebi și narps. Nu load, nu load! Nu, că murim! Ha! Gata, 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 vă pup, pa, pa!